Da 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 da. Okay. Welcome back. I don't know if you can tell what we're playing. That's right. It's Ace Attorney. Okay. Let me fiddle with some of the sounds here. I feel like you're a touch high. But anyway, so today, we're not marathoning it today, but today begins my attempt at trying to get us where we need to be for the marathon that I have had planned for so long. You guys don't even know just how long I've been wanting to marathon the final case in this game specifically. It's been an idea I've had for many moons, and I am looking forward to finally doing that. That being said, no hard promises, but I figured before we started the stream, I would kind of let you know it was on my mind, it was in my brain in terms of the said marathon stream. Originally, I was thinking, hadn't posted it, I kept calling it my birthday stream, but I wasn't sure if I was going to do it physically on my birthday or if I was going to maybe do it like the day after my birthday. I was trying to determine when I wanted the birthday stream to be because I wasn't sure what I was doing on my birthday itself. And today, I finally thought to myself, you know what? Let's start it on Friday. I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm like 90% sure that that's what we're going to be doing. I just need to double check with Ergo later on when he gets home to be like, hey, is that going to be okay with you if I do that? Since we share the computer. Anyway, so as long as that's a-okay with everybody involved here, I figured Friday, no matter where we are, because we have today and tomorrow, so Wednesday and Thursday, we have 2 days to get us to where I want to be, which is at that final case. But I was thinking to myself, even if we're not there, even if we're in the midst of the case before, that's fine. Because, I don't want to be spoilery here, but the second to last case does thread into it, so to speak. It brings up things that are, again, focused on in the final case. So it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if those two were like streamed, as a marathon. It'd be a long one, which if that is where we're going to be, like if that's what's going to happen, I have planned to potentially try to record something so that I could get some sleep and I could show you guys the recording. So that way we're still marathoning, we're still doing things, but I've got something playing in the background. I don't know. So we'll see where we're at. In other words, on Thursday, that'll really determine for me, okay, I need to record something. And in terms of like what I would even record, I was thinking about that. And my other favorite thing in the world besides Ace Attorney is the love of my life, Yu Yu Hakusho. Don't worry, Ergo is the absolute love of my life. But Yu Yu Hakusho is my favorite anime of all time, forever and always. And there's a fighting game that I used to own for the PS2 that Ergo has found for me that I might be able to play. So I might record myself playing the storyline of that game. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It would be cool to include two of my favorite things for the overall, kind of birthday centered marathon stream. So yeah, either way, there's a lot of Ace Attorney coming. There's a lot of Ace Attorney on the way, and I feel like this is a good enough time to start. We got to start our playthrough today, see where we get today, and then that'll determine what we might be looking at forward. How long I'll be streaming on Thursday, and also what will that mean for Friday? Because my birthday is the following day. It is Saturday. So I figured that, if I start on Friday, it would give me some time to, hopefully be done before too late in my birthday, where I might actually, be able to like go out to eat with my husband, with Ergo. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. But the absolute thing that no one can be questioned on is that Phoenix, Maya, they're all gonna be here. We're all gonna have a great time. And it's Sir Iken! Hello, Iken! Welcome, welcome! I am so glad that we cleared up the pronunciation of your name when Ergo was like, oh, I always thought it was Wiccan. And you're like, yeah, that's basically it. So I'm so glad, because I was always so worried I was saying your name wrong. My day is going great. I'll be honest, I had a late night last night because, my gosh, I'm chatty today. I wanted to draw last night. So I was drawing a lot of just kind of like, I had this idea that I wanted to do. I wanted to like redraw this like scene from Yu Yu Hakusho, again, my favorite anime of all time. And I thought, oh, in addition, what I'll do is I'll draw each character individually, and then I'll take all of those and put them together in the scene. And that way I can then also have the individual pictures. So it ended up taking me a good few hours to do, and I enjoyed it. It came out great. I'm happy with it. But anyway, I was up until like 5 in the morning. So I didn't wake up until 2, and I had set an alarm for like midnight. Wow. I set an alarm for noon because I was like, well, I don't have to go to work today. I'm off for my birthday. I took basically this week off. So I was like, oh my God, like 2. So yeah, I'm having a good one. I'm chill. I'm enjoying myself. Clearly I'm chatty. So, yeah, that makes for a fun day, I say. What about you? How is your day going, my friend? I hope that it is going well and that you are relaxing and enjoying yourself. All right. But enough chit-chatting from me. Let's let Phoenix and Maya and everyone else chit-chat, and I say the stuff that they're saying. Let's do it. Oh yeah, and also I don't remember if I said this before. Oh, I know it got mentioned somewhere, but Ergo told me that I almost didn't save the game when we last played. I apparently left it on this screen, the save screen, but I hadn't saved. And Ergo was like, hey, baby, I'm gonna save your game. And I was like, what? Oh my God! So we were good, but man, that could have been awkward. Oh, it would have been fine. I would have just used a walkthrough and like zip-zammed through it all, but we're fine. Speaking of which, sometimes I like to say this just to get it out of the way, but yes, I do have a walkthrough handy if I need it, because I love this game and I've played it before, but some things are a little confusing in this game, and I love this game so much, but I know that I also have a simple brain and I have smooth brain sometimes, so I need a little bit of help. And the walkthrough helps it so that you guys don't have to see me struggling for like 30 minutes on one thing. So yay! It's there if we need it. No stress. If you hate walkthroughs, if you think people are lazy cheaters when they use it occasionally, well then this ain't the stream for you. Let's see. Got the penultimate exam tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Well, good luck. Oh my goodness. What time do you have to do your exam? Is it like early in the morning? Is it in the afternoon? Either way, I hope that you get plenty of rest tonight and you're all raring to go and ready to make that exam. See you as its boss. You got this. Oh yeah, you got this. Absolutely. My fingers are crossed, my toes are crossed, kind of. They're scrunched. I'm thinking of you, so you got this. I believe in you. And you know who else believes in you? Phoenix, let's go!
It's enough! This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
It wasn't me! I swear, it wasn't me!
The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are inconclusive, whatever. The victim was alone at the table.
No, you're wrong. I know what I saw. I saw. I saw someone else there. A man. He's the real killer. Ooh, pretty teacup. See, again, if they could just make Ace Attorney stuff in a store, I'd buy it. Why won't anyone believe me? Well, I'd say that pretty much wraps this case up, wouldn't you say, Mr. Wright?
This court finds the defendant guilty! AF! This court is adjourned! Time for my soaps! No one disturb me!
Woo! That was certainly a start, wasn't it?
Ah, the start of the new year always makes me feel like I can take on the whole world.
I bet it does, Maya.
So, I've decided that our resolution should be Zavare, take on the world! What do you think?
Sure, whatever, Maya. But I think maybe you've had more than enough mistletoe cake. Mistletoe cake? That sounds great. I want that. Also, let me know if the sound is too high or if there's no sound, because that's like my worst fear in this game. I know I do the voice acting and everything, but like obviously if we would have known by now if you can't hear me, but if you can't hear the game, because the game just has great music. I may do the voices, but the music slaps, and I want you guys to be able to hear it. So let me know if there's any issues with the audio, because that has happened before with this game. So yeah, just wanted to segue that real quick. Anyway.
Never. You've got to eat a cake. Well, you've got to eat a lot of cake during New Year's. It's practically a tradition.
And game audio's A-okay? Awesome. Thank you again. Much appreciated, friend.
Like watching the fireworks on TV or playing a board game.
Well, we only know one person who says the word pal exclusively.
Hey, pal! Detective Gumshoe?
Happy New Year, Detective!
Likewise. Now listen up, Wright. I wanna...
Here's to another fruitful year of lawyer-police cooperation.
Yeah, me too. All right, pal, you've got some explaining to do.
Have you got a holiday present for me, Detective?
What? Well, here, have this. It's really nothing much, but...
Yay, thanks!
Look, pal, we need to have a talk. Take a seat.
Hey, what about Pearly? You haven't forgotten her present, have you?
No, I mean, no. Are you doing this on purpose?
Guess I'm busted. How'd you like my first practical joke of the year?
Very funny, pal. Now let's see how funny you think this is when I show you. What is it? A magazine?
Hey, I want to see. Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney Wright trounced?
Trounced? Let me see that. The defense attorney gave an almost childish amateur performance yesterday. What the heck is this? It's a report, pal, about you.
Listen to this. Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case.
Well, and don't tell me you don't remember anything about it. But I don't remember anything about it. When was this issue from anyway? December of last year, which I guess makes it last month.
Which makes it old news.
But I wasn't involved in a poisoning case in December.
So what do you think this is all about, Nick?
If it wasn't you, pal, then that leaves only one possibility.
No way. You don't mean...
A phone.
A phony Nick?
This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. Guess he's starting off the year with one, too.
So, what are you gonna do about it, pal?
What do you mean, what am I gonna do about it?
Well, it's your fault that the judge found the defendant guilty in this case.
My fault? How do you figure that?
Because the Phoenix Wright is super famous now. Well, maybe only sort of.
Yeah, see what happens when you hotshots start getting too full of yourselves? But I didn't do anything wrong. At least, not that I can remember. You better make this right, pal, now! And that means taking the case back to court. Got it?
Sounds like we've got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gusto.
I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this case. It's not going to be easy to get it overturned.
I guess that New Year's resolution is going to have to wait until next year.
So you're taking the case, right? Good. I'm going to head over to the courthouse then. After that, I'll get back to the precinct. Drop by if you need something, okay, pal?
Well, that was quick.
I guess people are starting to know the name Phoenix Wright. If a client entrusted a case to me based on my reputation, I guess I am kind of responsible. But why would someone want to impersonate me?
Yep, things sure are happening. This case has everything. Identity theft, murder, French cuisine. It's got everything. That last one, bit of a spoiler alert.
What sort of guy would do that?
So, what's our first move?
I guess we go down to the detention center and talk.
Wait a sec, Nick. This person's behind bars because of you. Whoever it is isn't going to be jumping at the chance to meet you, right?
Hey, let's get one thing straight. It wasn't me. It was a fake me that did this.
I wonder if he looks exactly like you. You're phony. Ixanim. Enough, I mean.
I hope not. What kind of name for an evil double is Ixanibop anyway?
Nick, I've got it.
If you're going to ask whether I've got a twin brother, the answer is no.
Spoil sport. Did you notice Gumshoe was acting weirder than usual? Or was it just me?
What do you mean?
I mean, he was really worked up. Like a guy who's just found out he's going to be a dad or something.
Yeah, I guess he was acting kind of strange.
Right? It's always the twin. Lies, Phoenix. You have an evil twin brother and you just never knew. Dun dun dun. See, you know how I'm always talking about that the judge has a... Oh gosh, I can't remember the word. Why is my brain dying? Soaps! There we go. That he watches soap operas? Well, there you go. That's the plot of it right there.
Maybe he realized he's got strong feelings for you, Nick.
Considering how we interact, I seriously doubt that, Maya.
Well, if he wasn't nervous because of you...
Then maybe it's because of our new guilty client.
Could be. Hey, also, Maya, did you know I'm a defense attorney?
So you still got that badge, AC.
Huh? Well, I'm a lawyer, aren't I?
Yeah, but I guess I just didn't think you'd keep on being one this long. You have to admit, you had some close brushes with death because of your job.
I fail to see how being a lawyer is more dangerous than channeling dead people.
Hey, remember this?
Do you know anything about this, Maya?
Even someone as worldly wise as me doesn't even know everything, or about everything, Nick. So I guess the great Maya, I'm sad to say, I can't tell you much about this object.
A simple yes or no, Maya. It's not as if you had to give me a dissertation. Although you should know about it, it's the Magatama. It was a present literally from you.
I can't believe you got an impersonator.
I can't either.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. Only famous stars have people impersonating them.
This isn't funny, Maya. It's not just an impersonation. This guy stole my identity. And someone may have been wrongly convicted as a result.
Guess you should have gone into showbiz, huh, Nick?
I will never understand how your mind works, Maya.
Okay.
Let's go!
And yeah, Maya never holds back, that's for sure. Okay, let's go to the detention center first.
This is so nerve-wracking, waiting to meet our new client. I wonder just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty.
Keep it down, Maya. That kind of talk could ruin me.
How could you, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me? They put me in solitary.
I haven't been able to stop crying. Aren't you? Yes, I am. I am totally and utterly let down.
Are you?
Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie. Remember? Maggie Bird. Maggie Bird. Ah. Maggie Bird. She's the policewoman I defended that one time. She was accused of murdering her lover. He was a cop, too. And I had amnesia during that one. What are you doing in here? Didn't I get you a quick...
Oh, sure. Very funny. After that fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes.
You better hurry up and tell her what happened, Nick.
Oh, I see.
So that's where we stand right now.
I'm sorry you've been caught up in another murder.
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures.
I vaguely remember her saying the exact same thing last time. And also, Grezy will refuse to acknowledge whether or not this is the voice she gave Maggie the first time. We'll pretend it is.
But I don't mind. What's one more disaster in my life? At least now the real Mr. Wright is here with me. I won't let the world keep me down, sir. Heck yeah, Maggie.
So, how come you're dressed like that, Maggie? Last year you looked so sharp in that police uniform.
Right, quick, destroy the archives. Destroy the evidence! No one must know. I was fired after that incident last year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't mind one bit. I enjoyed being on the force, but I think it was time for me to move on.
So, what do you do now?
In the second act of The Life of Maggie Bird, I'm playing the role of a waitress.
A waitress?
Yes, in a French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. My charming smile and shapely figure came through for me. And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me straight away, sir.
And then you got into this mess straight away, right?
Yeah, you could put it that way. This whole mess started on the 3rd of last month, and it happened at Tribulations.
Tribulations?
Yes, it's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile are always included.
Oh.
There were 2 men at the table, both drinking coffee. As you can see, one of them was clearly a Saiyan. And then... one of the men slipped some poison in the victim's cup. The victim took one sip and was gasping for air. I was so shocked, I passed out.
Hey, hold on there, Maggie. What? You keep calling the guy the victim. Didn't you know the guy who was killed?
Not at all. I'd never even seen the guy before.
Oh.
So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him then, I guess.
And the other man.
Oh, and the other man, the killer. You saw him, right? He looks dashing, with quite a nice haircut, if I have to say.
Of course, a good waitress must be attentive to the clientele.
So you saw the killer, but you were found guilty on the crime anyway? How come?
You tell me, Mr. Wright.
I guess the answer to my question is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get a description of the guy.
So, if you saw the murderer, why were you still convicted?
Because no one else saw.
Saw what?
The other man. The one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. Coffee! I'm a bird! Maggie Bird! Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time. But how's that
possible?
I don't know. But nobody, not one person would believe me. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for a fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense. My granny could have done a better job.
Look, that wasn't me, okay?
And then they found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket.
What?
a small bottle of poison.
What? Poison? It was in your pockets?
Pocket poison. Now I'm just thinking of Dale Gribble where he goes, pocket sand, pocket poison. Oh boy, okay.
Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious.
And no one else saw this other guy?
No, sir. That's what everyone said. But I don't see how they could have missed him.
His hair was huge.
I was the one who took them, who took the coffee to the two men.
Oh? And what was your impression of them?
Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they might be in the music industry. In music? How come? Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician's look about them. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir. An earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get a look at the CD at all? It had a band's name written on it. I think it was MC something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess.
So it was a band CD, maybe a promo disc?
Maybe it was MC Screwdriver.
Get serious, Maya. Would you buy the CD of a group named that?
I don't know, maybe. Depends on how they sent it.
What was the name of that group again? MC Hacksaw? No, MC... And what about the killer? What did he look like? Well, I don't really remember. Only that he was a young man. Well built like the victim, really.
He totally at all didn't look just like you, and therefore making it even weirder that I would also then take the same looking guy as my defense. Hang on. Here we go, Hey, remember this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to ask you about this.
Hey, this article's about my case.
Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me?
Yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You're wearing one of your super sharp suits.
Me?
Yes, you, Mr. Wright.
Ugh.
Hey, Maggie, was my evil doppel...
I am here too?
No, I don't remember a phony you, Maya. Oh, it would have been so cool. Then you got really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you cleared this crime, you said.
Okay, I get the picture. But you've met me in person before. So how come you didn't realize that guy wasn't the real me?
I guess, looking back now, it was a little strange.
Only a little?
Woo! Hello, Striker! Woohoo! Welcome, welcome, friend! Welcome, Raiders! You've come at a great time. We've just started this case. We're talking to the defendant now. Yeah, she was found guilty, but we're gonna try to get her not found guilty this time. But great to see you all. How are you? What were you playing, Striker? I hope it was all fun. And aggressive, you're like, what's up? Not much, honestly, but I'm having a good time, enjoying myself. And I just realized, because I wanted to shout you out, hang on, I am not logged in where I need to be logged in to do that. So here, let me go about it the long about way. Aw, thank you, Anya, for following. Welcome. Welcome to the treasure hoard, my friend. You are a treasured person, and you know what else is not, or well, you know what isn't treasured right now is my Wi-Fi. That is not being great to me right now, at least on my phone. But you are a treasured person, so thank you for being here, and it's not just because you followed. Okay, there we go. Let me go about it this long about way. Let me make sure my sound is off. All right. See, this is what happens when Ergo's not here. I can't rely on him to do that for me. But you guys can vibe to the cool music in here while I'm typing this. I hope this works. There you go. Yay! I hope that worked in some capacity. I don't know if it worked the way I wanted it to. Anyway, either way, you should totally check out the All Striker He's wonderful. Absolutely enjoy him. He's a very nice guy. I mean, clearly, everyone that I meet tends to be really nice, so I'm lucky in that regard. Thank you guys for always being awesome. Now, what's not awesome is the day that Maggie Bird has been having. Well, not this day specifically, just previous days, because she got convicted for a murder that she claims she didn't do, and supposedly our doppelganger was the one that defended her case and got her thrown in jail. So they didn't do a very good job. So we're here to try to rectify that. That's where we're at so far. Let's keep going, shall we?
Well, okay, so you were a bit taller than normal, and you looked a bit shady, and your voice was a bit weird. Oh, and you had this kind of funny accent, and
So the guy was nothing like me then.
but he had your spiky hair and blue suit.
Is that all it takes for someone to imitate me?
How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter? Everyone had these big question marks on their faces, but it seemed like no one wanted to say anything. This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Mr. Wright, do you think it's possible to get a retrial?
Probably. The court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney, so we should be able to get a retrial. A retrial. I can say words.
Mr. Wright?
Hmm?
Do you think we'll win next time, sir? My life has been a full course meal of bad luck, complete with defeat for dessert. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell off the 9th floor floor of my apartment building. Whew. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of food, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. I even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune of being accused of murder. But I will survive, because Maggie Bird always lives to fight another day. And one day, I'll find it. Just you wait and see, sir. I'll find that one single moment of good luck. Ixity Bop is really gonna pay for this.
What are you staring at me like that for? But Maya's right. Whoever it is that thought it was a good idea to use my name and get an innocent girl convicted of murder had better watch out.
We'll find him, don't you worry. We'll get Zini up in for you. Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you where Tribulations is then.
Right, the restaurant where the murder took place.
Yes, sir. When you go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi. Sure. All right, Nick, let's go check out this restaurant and its food.
Sounds good to me. But before we do, let's go to the Criminal Affairs Department.
It's been ages since we came down to the precinct, huh, Nick?
Looks like Gumshoe isn't around.
He's got it so easy, leaving everyone else to do the work.
No, he's out there somewhere. My bet is at the courthouse. He's probably trying to arrange the retrial of this case.
Guess that means we should go to the detention center and chat with our killer.
We already did that, Maya. Do you have amnesia now?
After being convicted without a fair trial, I'm not sure the killer is the right label.
Okay. Well, here, we should look at this stuff, though.
Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? It's so cute.
That's the blue badger.
That's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it. And now it's the national symbol of the police force.
So what's with the pink one? It's new, right?
She's not an it, Nick. She's a she, right, Chief?
Yep, meet the pink badger.
So one's called Blue and the other's called Pink? But they're both called Badger?
You got it. They're married.
Mr. and Mrs. Badger seem to be cuffed together, Chief.
You got it. That's marriage for you.
I agree, Maya. That face, that expression, yeah. That joke is old and dumb. If you feel that way, then you married the wrong person. Boom. End of story.
Whoa, a mascot that's deeper than the deepest of deep oceans.
Is this guy still playing a game?
That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Don't die running a red light. Die the old-fashioned way, of old age. We have a winner. Inject... Oh, I thought this was Phoenix. Okay. We have a winner. Inject a bit of humor. That's the key. He must be coming up with slogans for a safety campaign, I guess. Cool.
Beep, beep, beep.
Okay, well, here, let's go. Detention center.
Très bien. Let's go.
See, my question here is, there's a character that's coming up, and I'm trying to determine how annoying of a voice I should give him. Well, we'll determine that when we get there. And Christopher, thank you for following as well. Welcome to the Treasure Hoard, and you are a treasured person. Again, not just because you followed, but because you are. So thank you for acknowledging that about yourself.
Let's go to this very pink restaurant, shall we?
Man, it's a good thing they haven't removed that police tape since the, you know, the trial. I'm gonna go to bed, so I hope you enjoy your night, and I'll see you later. Oh, thank you. I will enjoy the rest of my day. I hope that you enjoy yours. Enjoy your rest, and I hope you have a good sleep. Mwah! You got this.
Wow. Look at this place.
Look, more like smell. What is with the suffocating scent of flowers in here? Then again, girls like that kind of thing, right?
Actually, I'm not all into it. No one's coming to see us. Maybe there's no one here.
Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant, and it's open for business. Hello? Anyone here? I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here.
Perfect. Let's get intrusive. If there's no one here, we can take whatever we want.
Yeah, I suppose we can.
Oh, Maya. Wrong button. Ooh, this looks interesting.
It's a rack full of old-fashioned magazines, and they're all in French.
Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya?
I guess I could. I'm always in my acolyte clothes, aren't I? It'd be fun to wear normal clothes every now and then.
There's something stuffed in behind the rack.
Looks like a sports paper to me. Hey, and look at this. Someone scribbled a little doodle on one of the pages.
Oh, ho, ho, MC Bomber? Well then, Maggie, I think we found your name you were looking for.
MC Bomber, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. $100,000, maybe?
Wonder what MC Bomber is supposed to be. This paper, it's from December 3rd. This paper's from the day of the poisoning.
What?
We're just gonna stuff that in our coat pocket, shall we? A paper from the day of the murder. This has got to be a clue. I should see if I can find out some more about this paper.
Boop, 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 boop.
It's the restaurant front entrance. There's a sign hanging on the door written in French. It probably says open or closed. It must be one or the other, but I don't know which since I don't know jack about French. Oops, no clues here.
Look at how the little trinket's tucked away in there.
I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all of these personally. Let's see, a bouquet of flowers, some potpourri, and look, fine bone china cups.
I never knew you were so cultured.
Come on, Maya, this is common knowledge. Any Joe Schmo knows this much.
Wow.
Look, it's one of those magical boxes that spits out money.
You know, you're the only person who would ever describe a cash register in that way.
Do, 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 do.
Do, 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 do. Well, isn't that awkward looking?
This must be the table where the murder occurred.
I guess so, with all this police tape all around it.
And that stain must be from the poisoned coffee. Don't go licking the tablecloth, okay, Maya?
Why would I lick it? I'm not a cat, you know.
Then why can I picture you doing just that?
Yeah, I can do it too. I can totally see Maya doing that.
Wow, it's a beautiful winter wonderland out there.
Really? Cool. I love snow. Let me see. Huh? It's not white. It's not even snowing.
Got you! I was only kidding, Maya.
Nick, there are lies that are okay to tell and lies that definitely aren't.
All I did was tell an itty-bitty white lie about non-existent white snow.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ooh, partition.
This restaurant has partitions that separate the tables. When you're seated at a table, you can only see the tables to your right or left. Interesting information. Is that all? Oh, nope. This table's set nicely. It just needs a customer.
What do you think this flower is, Nick?
Let's see. Well, it doesn't look like a tulip and it's not a sunflower. I don't think.
Duh, even I could have told you that.
Well, those are the only kinds of flowers I know. Dagnabbit, I'm a lawyer, not a botanist.
For a second, I was like, is he really saying dagnabbit? It took me a moment. Dagnabbit, I'm a lawyer, not a botanist. I love that. Somebody should put that on a t-shirt. See, again, Capcom, you could just make yourself an Ace Attorney themed store. Have shirts that say dagnabbit, I'm a lawyer, not a botanist on it. You could have these cool little teacups from this restaurant in here. You could have the Zavari's guy's monocle thing that looks like a magnifying glass. I'm just saying, there are things you could have done, and I'm forever salty that you didn't. Do 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 do. Oh, I thought we looked at that. Oh, I guess it was just the paper I looked at.
It's a rack full of fashion magazines. Wait, we did!
Yeah, why don't you try wearing something more chic? Oh yeah, I'd look. Oh, okay. There was information there.
I would look stunning in one of those Parisian frocks.
We found that sports magazine behind this magazine rack earlier. I'd better try to find out everything I can about it.
Do 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 do. Not missing anything? Just trying to make sure, because I thought we were going to meet that character now, but maybe we meet them later. Do 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 do. Just one more swipe around, okay. All right, I guess we maybe now we can talk to Gumshoe? No? Okay, we must have missed something. Maybe I need to present the MC Bomber thing to her. Having Wright's badge and random flowers with question marks on it. Yes! Yes! I love that. That would be so cute. And then the botanist t-shirt could also turn into a pure shitpost. Yes. Oh, so many things from this game. So many things. There's so many quotable things. Yeah. If I was running a merch store, ooh, you know it. I would have done it. I would have done it easily for this game. Okay.
Oh, a sports paper. Let's see. Can Gutston Braun manage to defend his heavyweight title?
Sorry, Maggie, that paper is actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder.
And Gutston got knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid. Oh, no.
I found this paper in the magazine rack at Tribulations.
Really? That's strange.
Tribulations doesn't get newspapers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them.
Then maybe one of the customers left it behind?
Anyway, what I want you to take a look at is this scribble here.
Ah! That's it, sir! MC Bomber! That was the name that was written on the CD!
Just as I thought.
Also, I like the mask-to-mask doodle.
I guess it was an MC Screwdriver after all, huh? So that $100,000 must be down payment for a record deal, right? If someone gave me $100,000, I'd sing for sure. The Master of Karain, or the Spirit Song, or even Maya's theme.
Okay, Maya. So if the sample CD was on the victim's table, that means this newspaper may have belonged to the victim.
You're right.
So the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh?
I think we'd better step up the investigation, don't you, Nick?
I think so. Okay, so who can I talk to? No? Okay. Just wanted to make sure a thing didn't pop up for that. Let's try the Criminal Affairs Department. Okay. Oh, no, not examine. Let's now go back to Tribulations. Aha! We got it. Got it. Okay. All right. I have to determine. Because I don't think I can really even do a French accent that well. Oh, well, I mean, as usual, I suppose I could just kind of find this voice as I go with it. Again, I'm trying to decide how extra I want to go with this. You know, we'll do it the Grezy way, which is find it as we go.
Oh la la, bonjour, welcome to La Tribulations. Oh, hello?
Oh, hello?
What happened to Maya? She's frozen stiff. Bienvenue! Welcome to my petit restaurant.
Huh? B Avenue?
Oh no, mi petit tulip.
Huh? Me?
Look at this face. Like a kitten rejected by its own mother. You are fatigued, no? Alors, you need this. And I make bad oil melange of le... I don't know these words. Of le neroli and arroz. My personal recommendation.
You think I need what?
I don't know what those words mean. Or what they even... how to pronounce them. This is Grezy talking. Oui. Just add a couple of drops of this mixture to the bath water and voila. It will soothe your body and your mind. It's simply fantastic.
Really?
And voilà, monsieur. Me? Look at that face. Like a puppy rejected by life itself. You are fatigued, no? For you, monsieur, I recommend this. Oil of bergamot and maybe a hint of oui. I will add my peppermint and like clary sage for a fragrance exceptional. Such an invigorating recipe will bring out your delicious beauty, monsieur. My beauty? It's a Grezy talk, oui. It's a Grezy talk, oui. I am so sorry for how probably offensive this is. I am so sorry. Oh Lord, if you'll be seated, I will bring you the special menu of the day.
Actually, we're not here to eat. We're lawyers.
Mas bien sûr. I know this already, monsieur. You are La Phoenix, right, no?
Yes, you know me?
Oui. I never forget a man who flirts with me, especially in court.
I guess he was cross-examined by your mysterious
I always have trouble saying this.
Xeniop. Xeniop?
It looks like everyone to do with this case knows who I am already.
I wonder what sort of impression Xeniop's been leaving on people, don't you?
Allow me to introduce myself to you again. I am John Armstrong. Enchanté.
Just let's look at that image. I love it. He's so wonderful. I love his energy. I love it. And I love his beard. I love how it's so like, what do you call that? Like swirly, curly? Like it's one of those.
So, what does Trabian mean? I know Tre means 3, right?
No. Trabian is France. In English, you would say very good.
Oh, very good.
Oui, exactamente. La atmosphere is Trabian and la cuisine is Trabian.
If this food's so good, why aren't there any customers in here?
My cuisine is not for all. Some people, they do not appreciate la haute cuisine.
I thought everyone liked hot cuisine.
Since I have lost Maggie, I do not have enough hands.
So you're running this place on your own now?
Oui, for la moment. No one has answered my advertisement. Oh, poor moi. Please don't eyeball me while you say that. I am la chef. I am la manager. I am also a trained aromatherapist.
A roaming what?
I practitioner the aromatherapy, the art of soothing the soul with the delicate floral aromas. Delicate? The smell coming from that bottle earlier was anything but.
See, they could sell these bottles too. See, again, put this in the Grezy fictional Ace Attorney themed store. They could totally sell fragrances by this guy. This must have been quite something to localize, right? Oh my gosh. It was either a hoot or a nightmare. So could you tell me what you know about the incident?
Bien, it makes me sad to remember it, yet I remember it so well. More than a month has passed since it happened. Yeah, I guess it's been about a month since Maggie's sentencing. So, it was the 3rd of last month, just after Wednesday afternoon. A man who was in here for a coffee suddenly became ill. Because of the poison in his coffee. That is the truth as I know it. It was Maggie who took his drink to him. I was in the kitchen. I heard the sound of someone collapsing. When I came out to see what it was, he was already slumped in his chair.
He was dead?
Oh, oui, he was dead. Maggie had passed out also.
And this man who died, was he alone?
Oui, monsieur. All alone. I know that Maggie said there was someone else, but
I see.
la police, they asked me many times, are you sure there was no one else at the table? They asked. But I am not the only one. The old man said the same thing.
Old man? What old man?
The judge, he was here too.
Can you imagine?
So who is this old man that you mentioned?
Oh, at the time of the murder, there was another customer in here.
What? Someone else saw it?
Oui, as usual, he came alone that day. At the time of the murder, he was here. He saw it too. But he said the same thing, that there was no one else at the victim's table.
But Maggie swears there were two people.
Mais, mademoiselle, la lawyer, he could not prove this, no?
About the lawyer. That was me, I suppose.
Mais bien sûr.
Wow, he's the first person who said it wasn't me.
Wait. I either said it wrong or I totally didn't understand what he said.
Don't kid yourself, Nick. Now, who's the one making stuff up?
Oh, okay. There we go. Here, I'm an attorney.
Please, monsieur, there is no need to show me that. You are more Phoenix Wright, the worst defense attorney in town.
Wow! Wow! I am insulted.
I think I can imagine how he formed this completely wrong impression of me. The last time we met, did I show you this badge?
Oui, you flashed it to everyone in the restaurant.
Looks like Zin Yelp is a bigger fan of flashing stuff than you are, Nick.
Wow, freezing.
I am not a lawyer myself. I do not wish to speak out of turn. But your defense in court that day was a little, how you say, lacking, perhaps?
Ugh.
Even a Frenchman who cannot speak any English could have done a better job. You are very cool, though. Oh, oui, so handsome.
Wow, I wonder just how bad the defense could have been.
Every time you opened your mouth, the whole courtroom stirred.
There might not be a twin. That other one behaves just like you. Yeah, wow, that Phoenix, right? He might not have been the right Phoenix, but he certainly acted just like you. Wanna see my badge?
Oh man, that is something I don't want to imagine.
A part of me is wondering if I'm allowed to show this, because we did find it when he wasn't here. But usually when that happens, like, people will go like, wait, what are you doing? So yeah.
We found this sports paper in the magazine rack here.
One of my customers must have left it behind.
Do you have any idea which customer it was?
The only ideas I have, mademoiselle, I save for my kitchen.
So not much. Oh wait, I always forget.
Profiles! Maggie was a policewoman once. C'est pas. Yes, but she had to quit for, reasons beyond her control. Oh, oui. She was la suspect in la murder investigation, no?
Oh, you know about that?
That is why I gave her le perfume for la happiness.
You should have gave her the perfume for luck.
Happiness perfume? Oui, blended from bergamot, like I have given to you before. But she's been arrested again, and found guilty this time. This is true. A natural aroma of unhappiness must have been very strong.
Just admit it, your perfume doesn't work.
I am not surprised she was the prime suspect after something like that took place before my very eyes.
Something like what?
What's this guy talking about?
Does this mean Maggie did have a motive?
We've got to ask this guy for more info, stat. But before that, hey, do you know Gumshoe?
About this. Flirtatious words.
Je no comprehend.
Nick, don't just make something up.
Do you know the dough?
Nope.
Hydrate.
I'll hydrate, I think. No.
Thank you. Yes, indeed. No strainy voicey. That is what Grezy likes to do. No strainy voicey.
And Nick, don't just make something up again.
Oui.
What about Maya? Do you know Maya?
Oh la la, you have such a pretty smile, my petite tulip.
What, me?
Oui, la smile is the most important thing for us girls, n'est-ce pas?
See, this is the thing that I always did wonder. Because, like, I wasn't ever sure if I should give Armstrong he, him pronouns or she, because sometimes they refer to themselves as like a girl, but then sometimes they don't, so I really don't know. Maybe they're gender fluid, but I guess I might just go with they. I might kind of go back and forth, it just depends. But that's always one of the things I wasn't entirely sure with that character. I just wasn't always sure. But they probably would be the best in this case, just in case.
Sure.
If you want the job here, it is yours, precious. Mon Dieu, what beauty!
That's my sister.
Oh, oui, another delight. But you have a certain je ne sais quoi that I do not sense from your sister.
I do?
So throw your head high, thrust out your feminine features. Do not lose heart, my fiele. You are a woman extraordinaire.
Do I look like I need cheering up or something?
Beautiful, beautiful. We like to see that. We like to see support. Love it. Oh, that's right, Maggie's motive. I had completely forgotten.
When Maggie took the coffee over to the victim, did anything happen? Oh, oui, I suppose you could say so. So what happened? No, it was nothing.
Look, Maggie says she didn't even know the guy, but she's still been indicted for murder. The prosecution must have come up with some kind of motive.
Oui, it is true. If there was anything at all between Maggie and the victim, it could be relevant. So please, tell us anything you know. Oh, I don't know about that. No. Cyclops.
No way. What are we gonna do, Nick?
We'll just have to remove... What the...
What's wrong?
The Magatama. It's gone.
Huh?
I had it in my pocket, but it vanished into thin air.
What?
But I could see the Cyclops. Maybe that means the Magatama's nearby? Mr. Armstrong, can I just confirm something with you again? The table where the victim was sitting, was anyone else sitting there? That is a question you will have to ask him yourself.
Huh?
Him? The old man spends all of his time dans la park. La park? Oh, a park. What park's that? Behind the restaurant. It is called Vitamin Square.
Thank you.
Je vous en prie, my dear.
Let's go check out this Vitamin Square right now, Nick.
I love this park. I love this. Someone make this happen. Make a fruit-themed park. Do it yesterday.
So this is Vitamin Square.
Yeah, I see where they get the name for that now. The fruits scream vitamins at you.
Hey, Nick. That's the guy, right? Isn't that the old man Mr. Armstrong was talking about?
That grouchy-looking grandpa?
He's throwing seeds out for the pigeons.
Maya, he's not throwing seeds for them. He's throwing seeds at them.
Oh God, this guy. His nose always, ugh. When my friend and I were both playing this game at separate times, she mentioned to me that she did not like this character's nose. She thought it was really gross. And I was like, yeah, I could see that. It is a little, ugh.
Ugh, my grumpiness threat level has been raised to red.
Right? His nose is also very bouncy. He should go see a doctor about that.
Excuse me? Would you mind if I had a word with you? Yes! I just want to ask you a couple of questions. What's the matter with you? Can't you see that I'm busy? Do you like my seeds, pigeons? He's really chucking those seeds at him. That's gotta hurt. Go on, eat this! Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you about Maggie Bird? I don't know any Maggie Bird.
Yes, you do, Maggie. The waitress at Tribulations.
It's a disgrace, I tell you. It's not a disgrace.
A disgrace?
An innocent young girl revealing herself like that. Revealing? You mean her uniform? Hey, you said it, they don't have any shame. No shame, I tell you. Not 1 ounce. Whatever happened to the old Bushido values of Japan, like honor and modesty?
Also, where are we again? California? Japan? Japania? That's always the joke in this, is that they say they're not in Japan, but then they make many Japanese references. Am the youth today can confirm. There you go. See, Sir can confirm it for you.
What about me? I'm not wearing anything revealing.
Your problem is gonna lack any sense of grace.
Talk about hitting a girl where it hurts.
I want to go talk to that French person again.
Do you go to Tribulations a lot? The miserable excuse for a restaurant. The garbage they serve in there's not food. There's the sushi, the tempura, the rice. Tribulations is a French restaurant, sir. Where do you think we are, boy? In Paris? I want real food, not those snooty snacks. And what about those shameless girls? You mean the waitresses? You can see all the way up to Yes, the waitresses! They're practically naked! It's a disgrace, isn't it? Well, is it? Listen, it's not my restaurant. It's a miserable excuse for a restaurant. That place miserable! He certainly knows the place. He must be a regular. But if he hates it so much, why does he keep going?
Are you a regular at the restaurant, sir? It's just, if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir?
You filthy pigeons, you want food? Take this!
He must be hiding something, right?
If he is, I should be able to see a cyclock or two. Oh, wait. I don't exactly have the Magatama right now.
Remember, Nick, that Magatama is only on loan. You better find it or else.
If Pearls ever gets wind of this, I'm going to be in a world of pain. Excuse me, sir. Can I just ask you about this? Sir? Here you go, boy! Here's some pigeon feed sound to you! This wasn't exactly what I was hoping to get out of this guy.
Is this the same thing? Yeah, it is. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere. What if we that? Yeah, this.
Excuse me, sir. Can I just ask you about this?
Oh, nope. Okay, same thing. What about this? Same thing? Yep. Yep. Kind of had a feeling. Okay, let's examine the park.
Aw, look at the pigeons.
Hey, look! Pigeons!
Yeah, and heaps of them too.
Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace?
That's a dove, not a pigeon.
Poor things. So they can't even be symbols of peace and harmony just because they're gray? Is that it?
You're overthinking this one by just a smidge, Maya.
This place is so fruity.
That's not a bad thing. Besides, I love apples. They're among my favorites.
Then that apple slide is perfect for you.
And what is so perfect about it?
Oh, come on. Don't be a stick in the mud. Slide down it a few times. Go on. Woo!
No way. I'd get covered in sand if I slid down that slide. Anyone can see that.
Yeah, you're right. Otherwise, I'd give it a try too. I used to love sandboxes like you wouldn't believe.
Really? You?
Sure, finding iron fillings in the sand with a magnet was my favorite thing to do.
Iron fillings? Wow, that's too exciting for words.
It was my ambition to collect every single shred of iron in the sandbox. I was such a kid back then.
So, did you manage to get all the iron?
No, I never did. I think I came close though. Come to think of it, I still have all those iron fillings I found way back then. You want them?
No.
And then covered in sand skill issue. Right, I agree. Ooh, what's this magazine?
Ooh, there's a magazine here.
It's a magazine full of job listings.
You disgusting rogue! Picking up something someone else threw away!
Threw away? Did you throw this away? Are you looking for a job?
That's none of your business!
Sorry, I guess I'll just take the magazine with me then.
I don't want anyone else having it. Give it back!
Too bad. Now that you want it so bad, I don't want to give it up.
So there.
Hey, it's mine!
Looking at this orange reminds me
Of what?
that you're supposed to eat a lot of them to ward off colds in the winter. You can't have fun during the holidays if you're sick in bed, you know?
You don't have to tell me twice.
Okay. I think we've checked everything. And there's no slide option here.
Slide to the right.
Slide to the left. Actually, there is a slide right there. Ah! Okay, anyway. I think what we need to do. Oh, we didn't get him. Darn. Okay. Well, and there's nothing new to talk about with the manager here. We're obviously missing something. Maybe we need to talk to Maggie about the person. Oh, that's right. We still. Yeah. Or well, maybe we need to present this. Let's find out.
Oh, so you met the owner, Mr. Armstrong.
He's, how could I put this? Pretty unique, huh?
He has a real intense aura as a chef and as a person.
Yeah, pretty intense aroma, too.
So, did Mr. Armstrong really not see the killer? Apparently not. Well, he's in the kitchen all the time, so I guess it's possible that he didn't.
Actually, what about Gumshoe?
Oh, Detective Gumshoe! He really looked out for me when I was on the force.
Have you seen him recently?
No, he's never been to the restaurant. Guess he's not a fan of French cuisine, huh? He's an instant noodle type of guy, after all. Yeah, he prefers the simple things in life.
Or he's just simply too poor to afford anything else.
That's what I was just going to say. Anything about that?
Maggie? Oh, are you looking for some part-time work, Maya? Why don't you take a job at the restaurant? I bet Mr. Armstrong would hire you. Really? Me? It's pretty cool being a waitress, you know? And in the kitchen, you'll get to see all the chef's greatest secrets. What secrets? You can't make it obvious, but just spy on him for a bit. You'll see. It's interesting. Wow, I can't wait to get my apron on now.
Okay. Is that all we need? Because, yeah.
Mademoiselle!
Yes?
Are you looking for a job?
What? No, I was just...
Let me see. Your style is un pure different, but you have a good face.
Different?
Felicitations! Hang on. Felicitations. Felicitations! You are passed. I will hire you. Background checks? Never heard of them. Bien. Come with me.
I hope the audio isn't like too like I just realized like I don't like when hearing this back I hope people aren't like ah I apparently do not know how to be subtle. Well thank you, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. As long as I'm not blowing out anyone's eardrums, I am happy then. It's pretty cool being a waitress. Well, you get framed for murder, I guess. Right? That is the unfortunate thing, isn't it?
I will teach you everything I know.
Nick! Help!
I don't know whether to laugh or feel bad for Maya. Maybe I should do both?
Should we examine something? Well, we saw all this stuff. Okay, well, I guess maybe there's added context to it now since we know the owner. Mr. Armstrong must be a pretty big neat freak. He already has this table ready to go. Now, if only the food in this place was edible. Wait, did they even eat there yet? Because I know they try the food and they're like, "Argh," you know. Looks pretty cold out there on the streets. Peaceful, though. It's nice that people can take it easy after the holiday rush. Okay. This must be the table where the poisoning occurred. The poisoning that occurred at this table. The poison that occurred at the table here at this restaurant. The table's poison. The stain tells the story well. The whole area is still cordoned off with police tape. I guess it must still be under investigation. So there's some new stuff, I guess. Oops, wrong button. I'm thinking of making like a bingo sheet thing for both me and Ergo. And one of the things I want to put on the bingo sheet is Grezy pressed the wrong button. Which you could get that easily in any stream. I don't know what we would do with it in terms of like what would happen if you get a bingo. And I mean, of course, there's the honor system as well, but I figured it would just be something cute and fun. So I don't know if there would even be like a thing about it. You could just be like, I got a bingo. I don't know. I'll think of something. But I've been contemplating doing that, and that just made me think of it. So anyway. It's a rack full of fashion magazines, and they're all in French. Huh, well the clothes in these are absolutely atrocious. Some of them have been circled in red. I really hope Mr. Armstrong is not thinking of buying those. Armstrong, go for it. I'm sure you'd look fantastic. There's a bunch of little trinkets on a shelf by the door. I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all these personally. Do. It's really tight behind the cash register counter. Can Mr. Armstrong even get in there? And if he got in, could he get out again? Do. Okay. Well, I'm officially bored in here. I don't know what I have to do. So... Fireman Square? Nope. Boop. Burp. 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 Oh, apparently yes. Looks like they have Maggie in questioning. I guess I've asked her pretty much everything. I'll come back if there's anything else I need to ask her later. Oh, okay. It was one of those.
Yeah, there's our boy! Well, pal, have you found the evidence yet? The one that's gonna find her innocent?
Also, I just thought of another thing for the Grezy-themed Ace Attorney store. Gumshoe's pencil. He has it behind his ear. It could be a hair accessory. Oh! no! It could be, oh my god, I was just thinking you could just have a pack of pencils, but it just hit me. It could be a hair accessory. I love it. Anyway.
No, not yet. We've only just started our investigation.
Well, whenever you need to know, I'll give you the dirt on it.
Ooh, sorry, Gumshoe, I don't know what I did just there.
I'm putting off all my other cases for now, pal. Triple homicide doesn't matter anymore.
Gumshoe's really fired up about this.
Oh yeah, well, one more thing. The retrial's been approved. Sorry, I'm breathing heavy. Court's sitting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And Godot's gonna be the prosecutor.
Oh, him.
Now listen up, pal. If Maggie's found guilty again,
Yes?
I'll make sure you get locked up for good, got it?
So the guilty party was Maggie Bird, huh?
Yeah, back when she was on the police force.
Oh, back when she was on the police force. You were her mentor when she was a rookie, right?
Yeah, I kept a close eye on her. I mean, not too close, you know. Hey, what's with that funny looks, pal? I was just, it wasn't anything like, look, sure, I was a boss when she was doing her training, but that was it, nothing happened.
Gumshoe sure is sweating up a storm over nothing. Ah, so that's it. Our big old Gumshoe has a little old crush on Maggie.
Yeah, I don't like her or anything, no way, girls have cooties.
Note to self, gossip with Maya about this later.
See, I want to highlight something about Phoenix and Maya's friendship. I love that the two of them can just be like the best besties together. They're always just like teasing each other in like fun-hearted ways, and then they gossip with each other. It's just, I love it. I love to see it. And I think that's one of the reasons why I love this game so much is the character dynamics are just so interesting and they're so fun, you know? Like, it'd be easy for this game to be like, oh, Maya and Phoenix totally smooch, smooch, kiss, kiss, whatever. But no, it's just, they have a great friendship. And if you want to, you know, on your own go, oh, I think that there's grounds for shipping here, by all means you can. But, you know, they don't go out of their way to do that in the game. You know, that's not what their friendship is centered around, you know? And I like that. I like that because so often we have male and female characters, side characters that are working together side by side, and they end up like, you know, smooching and stuff. And that's totally fine. Sometimes it's fantastic. And I'm like, yes, 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 ship confirmed. But I love their friendship. I love Maya and Phoenix's friendship so much. And it's not just because I absolutely ship Edgeworth and Phoenix. That is not why. I just adore their friendship and I stand for it. And I think it's wonderful if you can have a friend like Phoenix and Maya are friends. I hope that you have that in your life as well. Someone you can gossip to, someone you can tease occasionally, someone you would do anything for. Because we've seen that. We've seen Phoenix like go like crazy trying to protect Maya, you know, trying to save her when she was kidnapped and stuff like that. So they have a fantastic friendship and I'm here for it. Sorry, tangent over.
Look, pal, don't tell anyone, okay? You've got to keep it a secret, got it?
Sure. And would you mind not guessing what I'm thinking all the time?
Hey, tell your face, pal, not me. You'd have to be blind not to see what's on your mind.
So I was wondering, could you fill me in on the victim?
Glenn Elg.
Okay. What is the pun? What is the pun here? Glenn Elg.
Is it one of those things because, like, even though the N isn't in there, it's kind of his name backwards? You know? Well, not really. I don't know. I think I looked it up once because I really just could not tell what it was. You know what? Screw it. Let's do that right now. Place your bets. Place your bets. What is the pun in this guy's name? Or does he not have a pun? Did they just decide not to? And yes, he does. That's why I made that joke earlier where I was like, and one of them was a Saiyan. So I don't even know if you heard that. But yeah, let's do. I was looking up the plot for Tokyo Ghoul, so I was like, Tokyo Ghoul, why is that on here? I've never seen it. I saw an image and was like, that's weird, because I have a friend who loves it, and I know it's not for me. It's too violent. I'm like, oh, no, I'd get sick watching that, I think. But it intrigued me, so I looked up the plot summary, and sounds interesting. Oh, that's right. Phoenix Wright. What comes up when you search Phoenix Wright? Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, Phoenix Wright Characters, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. It's just all the games. And the very last one is Phoenix Wright Objection. Phoenix Wright. Glen Elg. Dynamic plot. County School? What? Pun. Punch Cactus. What's his power level? I mean, I think it's over 9. Not 9,000, because he's just a normal dude. So I'd say 9. Okay. Okay. Somebody on GameFAQ said, is there a list of puns? I always try to look for the pun names, but some of them still go over my head. Oh, yay! Someone else also didn't get Luke Atmey's name. Yay! I'm not alone. Oh, see, I guessed Winston Payne, though, really quickly, so I'm not exactly the same as this person. Someone said, is there a full list anywhere? Courtrecords.net is your best bet. Oh, whoa, somebody did like a whole thing. Oh, okay. Sorry for the sideline, but also not. By that metric, it'd be about 3. Yeah, everybody quick in the chat, what are your power levels? Go, while I'm looking this. Okay, Phoenix Wright, quite obvious. Phoenix because of his ability to rise from the ashes when things look impossible. Wright because in the end, he's always right. Winston Payne. Cindy Stone, Cinder Blocks. Larry Butts, butt. Frank saw it. Fae family. Fae probably comes from Morgana Le Fay, a fictional sorceress. Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth is probably from the edge of a sword, reference to his sharp mind. Oh, okay, I like that. Dick Gumshoe. Both names are slang for detective. Yes. Oh my gosh, he's Moon. He's Detective. April May. Literally just 2 months. Red White. Combined with his company, the colors of the American flag. Marvin Grossberg. Grossberg means big mountain in German. Huh, noted. Will Powers. Willpower. Jack Hammer. Windy Oldbag. Salmonella. Cody Hacking. D. Vasquez. Diva-esque. Oh yeah, I did always wonder about hers too. Penny Nichols. Penny and Nickel, reference to her being a collector. Oh. Manfred von Karma. Manfred means man of peace. Somewhat ironic. Robert Hammond. Nothing that I can think of. Lot of heart. A lot of heart. Yanni Yogi. A yogi is someone who leads a peaceful life, abstaining himself from earthly pleasures. Lana Emma Sky. Nothing I can think of. Bruce Goodman. Good man. Angel Star. Her name is supposed to contradict her actual behavior. Damon Gant. Damon is from demon, and Gant is from the French word for glove. Cool. Mike Meekins. Meek. Jake Neil Marshall. Quite obvious. Western-themed characters, and Marshall is a sheriff. Joe Dark. Simple name because he's a shadowy figure. Oh, there's more. Perfect. It's a name you'd... Max Power! But it's a name you'd love to touch, but you mustn't touch. This sounds like a reference. Punch, what is this a reference to? I need to know. I'm continuing with the pun list here. Hang on. Maggie Bird. The unusual spelling of Maggie is plot related. And then Magpie, a bird who brings back luck. Oh, I didn't know that. We've learned a thing today. Dustin Prince. Dusting for fingerprints. Richard Wellington. Rich and well, leading to us to believe he is wealthy. Francisca von Karma. Same as her father. Turner Gray. Turning gray due to his hair and constantly being stressed. Morgan Fay. Literally Morgana Le Fay. Meeny, eeny, miny. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Hottie. He sure does find women to be like this. Max Galactica. Billy Bob Jones. His fake name is meant to give an air of sophistication, while his real name is just a hick name. Russell Berry. Russell is from the famous Russell Brothers Circus. Berry is for the pun in the name of the circus, Berry Big. Benjamin Woodman. His puppet is made from wood, and without Trillo, he is a bit of a woodman. Ventriloquist. Lawrence Moe Curls. The Three Stooges, Larry, Curly, and Moe. Acrobat, literally acrobat. Regina Berry. Regina is Latin for queen. Matt and Guard, on guard. Juan Corrida. Corrida is a bullfighting term. Adrian Andrews, plot reasons, androgynous name. Shelley DeKiller, his calling card as a shell on it. Celeste Impa. Celeste means heavenly in French, and Impa means in peace, rest in peace.
Oh.
So she's dead. That's what that means, which, I mean, yeah, unfortunately. Homer changed his name to Max Power and sang a little Bond song for it. Oh, that's awesome! Oh, I love that! Thank you for that punch. Now I've learned another new thing. Okay. Oh yes, and I just realized it's by game. Okay, so yeah, Trials and Tribulations. Here we go. So I'll stop with these ones because the rest goes into other games that I have not streamed here or have already played, but you might not have, so yeah. Anyway, also it would get off topic because all we're looking for is Glenn here. Drug Swallow. Oh, really? Interesting. Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia is a flower. Hawthorne is the name of a hedge. Godot. From the play Waiting for Godot. Oh, also, that's spoiler. I'm not going to say that. Forget that. Oh my god, I didn't know that. That's awesome. I can't wait to share that later as long as I don't forget. Ron Delight. Ron means joy in Hebrew. Delight is from delight. Look at me. Desiree Delight. Desiree is French for desired. Kane Ballard. Bully. Glenn Elg. His name is a palindrome. Oh, I was right. I was just overthinking it. Yeah. Except, I think the reason I initially didn't think that was right was because I was thinking, oh, if it was backwards, it would just be Elg. But I was like, no, it would be, you flip it, and it's Glenn. Yeah. Anyway, cool. So I was right about that. So we do know that his name is a palindrome. Victor Kudo. I think that's the name of that old man. Well, just so you know, just a Japanese last name referencing his Japanese attire. Gene Armstrong, French first name, last name referring to muscular arms or being strong-armed into a plot. The rest I won't say because they spoil things. Anyway, so yay! We've learned a thing. I've had fun. I hope you did too. Let's go and can talk to Gumshoe.
It's like, are you done Googling things on your phone? You've been staring at it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I see. A programmer.
He was just a regular Joe working for a small-time computer firm. Maggie never had any contact with the guy before that day. And all she said was, take him his coffee on the day of the murder, pal.
Yeah, Maggie also claimed to have never seen the guy before. Did the victim go to the restaurant often?
Not according to the chef. Said it was the first time he'd seen the guy.
A programmer, and a first-time customer at that. Well, isn't that awkward? First and last time. What possible reason could Maggie have had to kill a guy like that?
That's what I thought. But a motive was still somehow established in her trial.
You're kidding! What was her supposed motive?
Sorry, pal. I'm real busy. I haven't even got time to sift through these papers. Look into it yourself, okay?
What could this motive have been?
This isn't really a proper investigation. I'm kind of working on it by myself.
Oh, that's right.
The judge already ruled on the case and all the evidence is in already. The only problem is with Maggie's testimony.
Yeah, doesn't sound very good for us, does it?
Look, pal, I've gotten a mountain of papers on this case to look over before tomorrow. So I'm just gonna say this. Maggie Bird's no liar. She's... Okay, so she's a bit out there, and a bit off base sometimes, but she was a good cop.
It's not exactly complimentary, you know. So what do you think really happened? And just how contradictory is her testimony?
Oh, and also, I don't know if I even asked this. Punch, how are you doing today? I hope that you're well. I might have said it, I might not have, I don't remember. My memory is poor, but I hope I did ask you, and if I didn't, I'm asking you now.
The biggest problem with Maggie's testimony is the number of people at the table.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Maggie still insists there was another guy sitting with the victim.
Right, but get this. Everyone else in the place says the guy was alone, even the chef. And then there's that CD.
CD? Oh yeah, she did mention something about a CD.
And there was a sample CD on the table, sir.
But our guys turned that place upside down. There was no CD.
What?
Not on the table, not anywhere in the whole restaurant, pal.
But didn't Maggie say the victim was wearing an earpiece too?
Yeah, but that was for the portable radio in the front pocket of his hoodie.
A radio? He didn't have a CD player?
You got it. Your phony never explained that contradiction at all.
Come to think of it, the owner of Tribulations didn't mention that CD either. I don't know why, but I get the feeling Mr. Armstrong's got something to hide. What do you make of this?
Sorry, pal. All I can think about in the moment is Maggie. Yo, how do you mean like that?
You don't have to explain, really.
The chef of Tribulations, huh? You know what that chef said to me? Ooh la la, your body is full of toxins. And then he gave me this bottle.
What's in it?
I don't know. The label says juniper. I'm under orders to put a few drops of it in my bath every day.
Under orders?
Yeah, you know, there's something about that lady. Yeah.
Huh? You can't stop thinking about him?
Not like that, pal. Give me a break. He's not my type. I can't stop thinking about when he's involved in this case somehow.
Also, another thing I like about Ace Attorney is that, they don't really, go out of their way to be like, ew, gross, don't say I'm into a guy. They'd be like, nah, he's just not my type, I don't know. I just think I think that's nice. I think that's nice.
Have you gone to see Maggie?
Of course I have, but I wasn't much good at consoling her. I'm not very good with words.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I must have looked a bit down. Maggie was really supportive of me. It was great to have someone to talk to.
Did he go for her or for himself?
That's the guy who's going to be the prosecutor in Maggie's retrial tomorrow.
Really?
He was working on a bunch of more important cases at the moment, but he canceled them all just so he could take you on, pal.
Why is that guy so determined to see me fail?
You sure attract a lot of attention, huh? Too bad it's all the wrong kind. Yes, welcome. She's not with you.
She's working down at the restaurant right now.
Working, huh? Yeah, it's tough being broke. I would know.
Okay.
Next time I see her, I'll show her how to make the world's best instant noodles. We low earners gotta stick together. It's the only way.
Why is he shaking my hand with such enthusiasm? What do you take of this?
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
What about this?
What's that?
Oh, it's dated the same day as the murder. You may be onto something there. You take a look at this. See this writing here? MC Bomber. Hey, what is it?
I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, MC Bomber.
Wow, he actually seems to be thinking for once.
Yeah, it's no good. I can't remember.
And he goes back to being the gumshoe we all know and love.
Hey, pal, I'm gonna borrow this paper for a bit, okay? I want to get a handwriting analysis done on the scribble.
Handwriting, huh? It'd be good to know more about that. In any case.
Thanks, pal. I bet this will turn out to be an interesting clue.
Okay. Nope.
I wasn't at the trial myself, but I asked this one detective I know how your defense was.
And what did he say?
He started off by saying, I'm at a complete loss for words. But he must have found some quick because he went on about how bad you were for an hour. But he said you sucked so much it seemed like you were trying to get Maggie found guilty.
It looked like I was trying to get Maggie found guilty.
Is that the real thing, pal?
Why does everyone keep asking me that?
I wonder what this phony of yours is like.
He had Maggie found guilty of murder. Doesn't that tell you something? I've got to track this creep down.
Hell yeah, we do. Okay. Where do we go?
Poor Maya. Looks like Mr. Armstrong really taking a shine to her. I suppose I'll just have to let her work at the restaurant for a while. I'll go pick her up from Tribulations once things have cooled off.
Maybe now? Nope. Vitamin Square? What do you people want from me? Hey, remember this thing you didn't want? Can I just ask you about this? Nope, okay, that's Thought I examined everything. Is there anything I'm missing? Guess not. Okay. It's very catchy. Maybe I was supposed to show something else to Gumshoe. Oh, the charming chef! We didn't finish talking to him, that's what happened.
So what exactly is it about that, so what exactly is it that caught your attention about the chef at Tribulations?
It's kinda hard to say. The guy's probably not even connected with the case anyway.
Hey, come on, detective. Didn't you say you'd give me the dirt on anything?
Well, this sort of stuff is kinda unimportant, gossipy stuff. Look, how about this? You go to Tribulations and investigate the place yourself. And if you find out anything suspicious about the guy, you report it back to me, okay?
Don't suppose I get a choice in this, huh? Guess I better find out about the chef at Tribulations.
Alright, so now we go to Tribulations, yeah? Yeah? I feel like we do. Yeah, there we go, we got it.
The scent of flowers sure is strong. It's almost making me dizzy. Oh, hello. Who was that just now? A customer? Or a ghost? She had sort of a dark aura about her.
Oh, I think I know who this is.
Ah, welcome, B Avenue.
Wow, what a cute voice.
Oh, it's just you, Nick.
Maya?
Well, how do I look?
Maybe you should quit being a spirit medium.
Maybe, but it's kind of boring being a waitress. I mean, you're my first ever customer.
Then who is that woman I just saw?
Oh, since you're here, you might as well have something to eat.
I am kind of hungry, actually. So, how do you like your new job, Maya?
I never knew there was so much for a waitress to do. Take people's orders, bring them their food, make coffee, work the cash register. Of course, we need a customer before I could do any of that.
Yeah, it's a nice looking restaurant. It's a shame more people don't come.
Don't forget about the ultra cute waitress. Check out my gimme a tip smile. Hey Nick, why don't you order something? The chef's preparing a tasty lunch set at the moment, so he says.
How much is it?
It's a twin tea set, so it's $20, of course.
The twin tea set. I believe I'll be taking a pass on that. It's kind of expensive.
What? But you can't. Come on, Nick, it's not every day I get to be a waitress. I want to try carrying plates and working the cash register.
How about cleaning the toilets? That should keep you busy.
Yeah, right. Maybe later.
About the lunch.
Oh, a fine choice, sir.
No,
Kitchen! A lunch special, please! With all the extras, drink, side, salad, dessert, and gift!
I don't need any of that!
Just a moment, please, sir.
Maya's really getting into this. So how much is this lunch set then? $20, huh? With the drink, side, salad, and dessert, it's $45! Hey, wait a sec, Maya!
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Here you are, our deluxe 40 lunch set.
Whoa!
A dish inspired by lobster and abalone fricassee with a balsamic vinaigrette. Bon appetit!
Thanks?
Come on, Nick. Hurry up and try it already.
Lobster, huh? All right, down the hatch it goes.
Well,
Are you hungry, Maya?
I'm starving.
Here, it's yours.
Really?
Remember, Maya, my wallet doesn't print money, so you'd better polish off that plate.
I just remembered. I've got to clean the toilets.
Hey! You can't be in that much of a hurry to clean the toilets. How does that guy manage to make good food taste so bad?
Hey, Nick, want to take a peek at the kitchen?
The kitchen, huh? Not a bad idea. Now, what was it that Maggie said again? In the kitchen, you'll get to see a lot of chefs' greatest secrets.
In the kitchen. That sounds tasty.
Hey, wait up, Maya!
What is it? I'm pretty busy right now.
Weren't you going to show me around?
Tusk. There goes my plan to find some cool clue and show it off in your face.
I'd better conduct the search in the kitchen myself.
Boop, 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 boop. And here it is, the famous Trabian kitchen. It's my first time in here too, actually.
There's a weird atmosphere in here, that's for sure.
Mr. Armstrong will be back soon, so we better search quickly. Chop, chop!
Oh, we will. We will search very quickly.
Now this is one large mirror. I bet this is where he makes himself look pretty.
There's a book on the dresser. Clarice Armstrong's Bedtime Literature.
Not exactly Pulitzer Prize material, is it?
Looks like a collection of poems he's written.
Poems? Cool. Read one out. And it says in your best French accent. With intensity, okay?
Okay, here's one. It's called Printemps. The two of them like actors from a film. The coffee still undrunk. Sweet nothings over too soon on that Sunday morning. The foolish cocktail, so delicious. Take the last sip of your tea, and I will know what I will do. I must lie to you. I must.
Huh? That's it?
Yep, that's the poem for you. What's this? It looks like a treasure chest or something.
Wow, look at all these little bottles.
Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many. They're overflowing on the floor.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 98, 99, 100. They're all the same, too. Hey, wait a minute.
What is it?
There's one bottle that's different from all the others.
Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either.
And it doesn't smell.
So what's that liquid inside then, I wonder?
Hey, Nick, we should borrow this. I mean, look how many bottles he's got. He won't miss one, will he? Doot, 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 doot.
What are these lace curtains for?
I don't know, but they give the place a real homey feel, don't they?
Lace curtains.
Lace curtains. You know, if I was a cooking pot, I'd be pretty happy to see, I'd be perfectly happy to sit on a shelf under those.
How do you respond to something like that? Especially when you went
Oh, hey! I totally didn't even notice that until just now.
Now I know that I'm in a French restaurant. I've never heard of most of these seasonings. Hey, Nick, this container has oyster sauce? What's that?
Isn't that used in Chinese food? Ah, look! Right there on the counter!
My Magatama! What's it doing here?
What indeed?
Now I know I'm in a French restaurant. Never heard of these seasonings. Oyster sauce, isn't that used in Chinese food? And look at these knives. They look really sharp.
I'd like to see how one of those slices through a cheesecake.
A cheesecake? You don't exactly need a sharp knife for one of those, Nick. That smells good. Something's bubbling away nicely in that pot. It must be the lobster and abalone fricassee with the balsamic vinaigrette.
Isn't that what I just ate for lunch?
Maybe. What you ate is the only French dish I know the name of.
Did we get everything? I guess so. Guess we found everything.
About this.
Sorry, Nick. I'm waitress now. I've got a pile of work waiting for little old me.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Egan. And the stretch, of course. Ooh, yeah, I needed that. Ooh, thank you, much appreciated. Let me see real quick. I'm trying to see if Ergo has said anything. Nope, because he should be off of work now. Okay, well, he hasn't said anything, so, okay.
About this.
Sorry, Nick. I'm a waitress now. As I said, got a lot going on. Dang it.
Nope, even that. I don't think we missed anything in there, did we? Let's check one more time. Let's just make sure. Okay, we got the bottles. Check. No clue there. Got that. Nothing for the mirror. Nothing up top here with these pots. Got those pots. Got this stuff here. We looked at this. Wait. Okay. Looked at that. We looked at that. We looked at this too. And there is no slide button. Yeah, we should have looked at everything. Do I need to go talk to Gumshoe maybe? Because we found out more. Or, hang on, wait.
Hey, you're just in time. What is it, Detective Gumshoe? The lab got back to me about the newspaper you gave me.
It must be the sports paper with the memo scribbled on it. So, what did they say? Did the analysis turn up anything?
They said the doodle was written by the victim, Glenn Elk, no doubt about it.
I expected as much.
The victim took the paper with him to the restaurant on the day of the murder. That's our best interpretation of the facts at the moment. MC Burma. I get the feeling I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh well, I guess it'll come back to me. Don't forget to report back to me with whatever you find in the restaurant, okay?
Okay, I get the feeling there's something I need to show him. Yes.
Everything! You got one of those aroma paddles too?
Only this one doesn't smell.
Huh? I don't get you.
This was mixed in with all the other aromatherapy bottles, but it's not the same. It doesn't even look the same. Wouldn't you agree?
A cologne bottle that doesn't smell, huh? Smells like a skunk to me, pal. Mind letting me borrow that bottle for a while? I want to send it back to the lab.
The victim was poisoned, so the contents of this bottle are pretty important.
I had a hunch there was something funny about that chef.
You suspect Gene Armstrong?
I've got that guy's number. I know what his secret is.
It must be the same secret Gumshoe was talking about before.
I guess I'd better fill you in. About this Armstrong guy's secret, I mean.
Okay, but also, what do you make of this?
Sorry, pal. All I can think about is Maggie. Nope, don't take that out of context.
So what's Mr. Armstrong's secret?
You ever had lunch at Tribulations, pal?
Yeah.
So how was it?
To put it nicely, it was inedible.
Hey, don't worry about being nice around me, pal. You and I both know the reason that place is so empty is because of the food. I mean, the place is clean and he's got a girl like Maggie as a waitress, so...
Yeah, I guess it's probably the food.
The real scoop on the guy is he's up to his ears in debt.
Really? How much does he owe?
This is a copy of his loan contract. He's about $500,000 in the red.
$500,000? Are we talking dollars?
Yeah. Hey, if it was sterling, he'd be in trouble.
Sorry, that figure just took me by surprise.
Yeah, this case is full of surprises. And I'd be willing to bet that chef's got something to do with most of them. That's my hunch. It's for $500,000, pal. That's $500,000!
What's with the in there for? Is there really that much money tied up in this case?
I can't give you an answer on that, pal. Not without the case file in front of me. But I tell you this. That Armstrong guy would have done anything for cash. He was desperate, you know.
No, I don't, but I think I sort of get the picture.
What do you make of this? Sorry, all I think about is Maggie right now. Okay. Just checking the profiles. I don't think so. Make this. Nope. Okay. Okay. Let us go to the detention center. Nope. Okay. Dang it. Okay. I think I know what I need to do. I just don't know. Okay, maybe this will initiate it. Okay.
The old guy's not here anymore. Drat, and I still have some unanswered questions for him. A scooter, huh? Who'd leave it right in the middle of a park like this? The wheel guard and the light are busted. I guess it must have been in an accident. It's totally wrecked.
Oh, well, looky there. Well, funny that. Look at all that spiky hair you got there, pal. Just thought I'd mention it.
Hey, what do you think you're doing with my bike? No, I was just... You've been messing with my new ride? Is that what you were doing? New ride? Isn't it kind of old? You're just gonna pay for this! It wasn't me, I was just passing by! Did I cover my saddle and crap, huh? You're just gonna pay to catch my drift? No, wait a sec, I'm not a pigeon!
The wise guy, I had to beat you so hard, it'll feel like you were smooching the express train.
Uh-oh.
You better watch your back. This ain't over. I'm gonna round up a group of lawyers and then you're just gonna pay.
Actually, I'm a lawyer myself.
What'd you say?
I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
Phoenix Wright! You say you, Phoenix Wright?
Yeah, I am.
So you're the wise guy too, huh? 'Cause I'm Phoenix Wright, the one and only.
What?
Out of my way! I got a cruise.
He's gone. Surely that guy wasn't my phony, was he?
He wasn't anything like me.
Guess I better make a note of the scooter.
And also a note to yell at every single person who thought that guy was me, is what I'm sure Phoenix is thinking.
Pathetic!
No, it's you.
If you twitch around, Brett like that, and you look like a pigeon that's got seed in its eyes!
Have you been here the whole time?
Yeah, I was in a strawberry. I had some thinking to do.
More like you had some cowering to do. Are you a regular at that restaurant, sir? It's just that if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir?
Yeah, filthy pigeon you off! Oh, yeah, take that!
I knew it. This old guy has got something to hide. But what could it be?
Oops. There we go. Yeah. I pressed the right button. We're good. Tribian regular. I don't know if we've got any hints about this, but I'm wondering if this will help initiate the thing I think I need to do.
It's time you told me the truth. Why are you a regular at the restaurant that you dislike so much?
Is it obvious? People have only reason to go to the restaurants. To eat!
To eat? Is that the whole truth?
What do you mean?
I don't think you got that restaurant. I don't think you go to that restaurant for the food at all.
You insolent brat! How dare you accuse me? What proof have you got?
I can tell that not you nor anyone else in the world would go to that place for its food.
Take that!
'Cause it's bad. The proof is in the pudding, or in this case, the lunch menu.
That's the 20 set.
The food at the Tribulations is terrible and expensive.
You're wrong. It's cheap.
Huh?
I'm rich. I inherited money when I was a boy. Yeah, I'm stinking rich. I haven't done a ton of work since I was born, other than feeding the pigeons.
What a load of crock.
Yeah, it tastes another story, but the price, it's nothing to me.
So you're saying that you go there because you've got money to burn?
Exactly. I have so much cash, I go for a swim in my money vault every day.
Unfortunately, that's a lie.
What?
You don't have money to burn. You're flat broke.
Take that!
This is yours, right?
My magazine.
Why would a rich retiree be looking for a job?
It was, yeah. So I was looking for a job. I'm buying a lot at the moment. I need spending money.
Oh?
I don't go to that restaurant for food. I just go for the Jamachino.
Yeah, I think you mean a cappuccino. Anyway, how much does a cappuccino cost there?
$8.
Those had better be some golden beans.
What's your problem? You think a poor man would be better off drinking dishwater, do you? Is that it?
No, I wasn't thinking that. I was wondering if the coffee there is really that great.
No, it's not. But anyway, yeah, the place has free newspapers to read every day.
Newspapers?
Exactly. They don't want me hanging around at home, so I go there.
I'm sorry, sir, but there's no free papers to read at Tribulations. I think this is what we need to use. Take a look at this.
What is it?
It's a newspaper I found behind the magazine rack at Tribulations.
So, what of it?
This was the only paper there, and it's dated more than a month ago.
Get away.
Do you see what I'm getting at here? That restaurant doesn't get newspapers. This is just one that has a customer happen to leave behind. Tell me, why are you so determined to hide the truth?
I'm not hiding anything.
I'm going to have to put this guy out of his misery. Wow! Listen, the real reason why you go so much to Tribulations is...
Take that!
What are you asking me about that girl for?
She was the waitress at Tribulations.
Yeah.
Therefore, the answer to the mystery of why an old man would drink expensive coffee at a terrible restaurant is the waitress.
But I don't recognize that face.
And you are probably telling the truth there. Because you weren't looking at the girl's face. Whoa! But at her outfit. That's the truth, isn't it? You became a regular at the restaurant because of the waitress's uniform. That uniform is all you can think about, isn't it?
I can't take it.
To you, that waitress was your...
Enough! Please! No more! Stop saying that word! Stop saying waitress! Stop it!
Gotti.
Doot, doot, doot. Cool, we did have enough for it. Sir?
Yes, it's true. I was there for the young girl. Fine, I'm a dirty, wicked, sinful old devil.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I even got one of those lousy cups of Jamachino every time for $8. I'll begin to deserving girl. Punish me. Lock me up.
Really, that's not what I'm here for.
You'll be the same another 20 years and you'll understand what it's like. You know how painful it is to be an old man like me.
Not really. Listen, sir.
Stop calling me that. I have a name, you old boy. So some respect. I'm Victor Kudo.
Sorry, Mr. Kudo.
You young ones think you know it all, don't you? Well, I'm not saying another word. I won't tell you anything anymore.
This guy was in the restaurant at the time of the incident, which means I have to hear his testimony, one way or another. I don't believe this. I even broke his psych locks and everything. I guess I'll have to try to get him when he's in a better mood.
Okay, now maybe we can do the thing.
Oh, it's that old man. Is he still feeding the pigeons?
Yeah, he fed me as well. I got a bunch of those seeds in my eyes.
Ow!
Hey, Maya, would you mind coming with me for a while?
Huh? Me? Why?
There's something I really want to ask that old man.
Sure, okay. I'll just get changed.
No, hang on. Can you go like that?
I guess?
Sir.
You again. Where is he?
Nick, his eyes are burning into me.
It's okay. I think it's going pretty well. Huh?
You said as a little child. Run along and play on the slide, all right?
Play on the slide?
Well, that's good to know that he's not gross.
Just a little more and it was spilled.
Pigeon.
How can we crack this guy?
Excuse me, please, sir.
Quiet! Can't you see I'm feeding the pigeon?
Mia!
Ah!
If you don't mind, sir, I'd really love to talk with you.
Yes. Of course, certainly. I'm Victor Kudo.
Even from beyond the grave. Wow.
About the incident.
You mean the man who died after drinking the Javachino?
It's like he's a different person.
It was quite a shock, even for me. He was a strange-looking boy. The girl took the Javachino over to him, you see.
And was the customer alone?
Definitely. He was the only person at that table. Then he took one sip of his Javachino
And?
and he said something like, "Ah!" And then he collapsed, dead.
Oh, how terrifying.
You're so good at listening, aren't you? I'll tell you anything, whatever you want to know.
He certainly seems to be telling the truth now. But it looks like Mr. Kudo didn't see this other man either.
Do you like the food at Tribulations?
Well, of course, I'm really quite a sophisticated man. I was a young businessman once, you know. I set up a casino in London.
Really? How interesting.
Eating the food at that restaurant really takes me back to my days in France.
What a lovely story.
London's in England, not France.
Oh, yes. Yeah, France is wonderful. I'd love to show you around the city sometime. It's too much. I can't take it. I went, France.
I can't believe Mia's laughing at that guy. Ugh.
You visit Tribune a lot, don't you?
Of course. I mean, yeah. I'd like to come and see you there.
Really? Oh, you flatter me so. The owner would be delighted to welcome you, I'm sure.
Be careful of that chef, my dear.
The chef? You mean Mr. Armstrong?
That's right. The man's an ex-con.
He's an ex-con?
Whatever did Mr. Armstrong do?
Oh, no, those eyes. I can't take this.
Mia's really got this guy eating out of her hand.
He steals things from his customers.
From his customers?
Gloves, handkerchiefs, little things, mainly. He's a pilferer, so you better be careful around him, my dear.
Are you sure about this?
Of course. He was arrested for it once. I was there when it happened, having my Javachino.
He really is a regular.
Let me write you a little haiku about it.
A haiku?
A Japanese poem. It'll explain all you need to know about it. Chef. Convicted before, a wicked man or woman, repeat offender. If he takes anything again, you let me know. If it's not too expensive, I'll buy you a replacement.
Poor guy, he couldn't do enough for Mia.
Okay, Phoenix. That's about as much as I can do to help.
Thanks, Mia. We've got some really important information thanks to you.
Honestly, I can't believe Maya called me for something like this.
I guess it's about time to wrap up today's investigation.
Had enough of being a waitress?
Yeah, plus no one came to the restaurant.
Oh la la, Mademoiselle Maya! No, how can you leave me like this?
I'm sorry.
That reminds me. Mr. Armstrong had a Psych Locker 3, didn't he? I'm going to have to break those. Mr. Armstrong, if you don't mind, but I'd like to have another word with you.
Volunteers, of course!
Take that!
Sippy sip.
Attention for me.
I like when he's like throwing the pedals. Oh, what is happening? I do not like this horrible feeling. I have to know the truth. What happened that day? Alone, I will confess everything. Just don't hurt me. Well, that was a new world record. It was a lottery ticket. A lottery ticket? The man who died had a lottery ticket for $500,000. $500,000? Oui, but after the incident, this ticket, it disappeared. The ticket disappeared? This was the motive that the prosecutor gave for Maggie. They said that she poisoned the man to get the $500,000 lottery ticket. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? My eyes alone. You've been trying to hide this information about the lottery ticket from me, and I want to know the reason why. No, Monsieur, you doubt me, but I have confessed to you everything I know. Mr. Armstrong, the $500,000 lottery ticket. I think I know who took it. I think the winning ticket was stolen by this person.
Take that!
Mr. Armstrong, I believe there's a very high probability that it was you. Wow, that is one piercing scream, even for a guy like him. Why? You have no evidence. I am not masked the mask. I am not the kind of person who steals the property of others. Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Armstrong, but I have evidence to the contrary. I present to you proof that you have stolen from others in the past. It's either the Magatama or this.
Take that!
What is this? A poem? Oh, monsieur, you know me so well. I adore poems. Please read it and put some feeling into it. Convicted before a wicked man or woman, repeat offender. I'm sorry to have to bring it up, Mr. Armstrong, but you have been arrested for stealing from your customers before, haven't you? Mon Dieu! Le mensonge! You are a liar! You deny it. Do not make any false accusations, s'il vous plaît. Grezy is probably saying all these words wrong. So do you have any proof? I want to see the incontestable proof that I have ever stolen from one of my customers.
Take that!
It seems old habits die hard, Mr. Armstrong. What is that? This is my Magatama, and I found it in your kitchen. No! Wow, that scream just about broke some windows. Oui. I have a weakness for the trinkets and the figurines. My arm, it just slips out. I cannot stop it. You have stolen handkerchiefs, gloves, and other things from your customers, right? Oui, it is not true. I am a timid little girl inside Emotion, a timid little girl. Besides, this time, it was not le small trinket, oui. It was $50,000. Boys, no, why would I steal it? I have no need for such money. Really now? Oh, monsieur, what is it? Isn't it true that you're in some pretty serious trouble, and that you're in desperate need for a large amount of cash?
Take that!
This restaurant is deep in the red, isn't it? Oh! You have a loan to the tune of $500,000. That lottery ticket would have wiped out your debts. Well, Mr. Armstrong, what do you have to say for yourself now? Ah, man, they are a good screamer. Mr. Armstrong, you said the victim had a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. How did you know that he had something like that in the first place? The man, he was listening to the radio with his earpiece. Maggie said something about that too. The winning number was announced on the news, I think. All of a sudden, he exploded. Yes, $500,000, he shouted. And the ticket. We had all of his tickets spread out on the table. I was desperately in need of money, so I put the poison in his coffee. No. Oh no, you naughty man. I simply helped myself to one of his tickets. What? Lavington collapsed and Maggie passed out. I thought to myself, poor Grey Puff. I had so many of them. Yeah, but only one of them was the winning ticket, right?
How could you do that? Maggie was arrested because of you.
No, this is not true. I did not take it. Not ticket for $500,000, I mean.
But you just told us you did. You said you took a ticket.
Mine is not my filet. It was not. That's enough.
Oh, it's probably Godot.
That's enough.
Huh? There he is.
Mr.
Godot!
What the heck are you doing here? This is without a doubt the worst coffee I've ever tasted, Mr. Armstrong. You came in here for coffee? Does his craving for coffee know no bounds? Perhaps Mr. Armstrong stole one of the victim's tickets on the day in question. I am Leia, no, just a pretty little girl who everyone is laughing at.
But in that case, Maggie shouldn't be the only one under suspicion.
He had the wrong ticket. What? Mr. Armstrong made off with the winning ticket's pretty neighbor.
So the ticket he took was worthless?
Not quite. You did win something. $1. You see, I am just a pretty face. Without my looks, I am nothing. So, what happened to the winning ticket then? The one he meant to steal? Indeed, what happened to it? I don't like spoiling myself by watching trailers, so we'll just wait and see how the movie turns out tomorrow, won't we? Voila, you two! Time to laugh and let pretty little airhead! Looks like I won't be needing this note anymore. Looks like we've got a new mystery now. Namely, where did the winning ticket go?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, anyway, we can't let Maggie suffer any longer for this, and certainly not again.
That's right. Not again, indeed. And this time, oh, well, we already saved. But yeah, I mean, we'll save it again. Okay, so we did save. We did. You watched me do it just now. I'm trying to determine if I should stream some more, because this is a good place to stop. We do have a lot to go through, though. And, you know, again, as I said, might do the marathon on Friday to start it then. And if we're in the midst of the, you know, case before the last big one, then that would be fine. But I'm trying to determine if I could finish this in 2 days. Because I know Ergo is supposed to be coming home soon. I said around, okay. So only a couple minutes ago, he said he was like halfway home. We'll play until Ergo comes home. Let's do that. Oh, I already saved. There we go. So we'll do that. We'll play for a little bit more. And I'll probably be very confused on where we are when I come back tomorrow. But it's fine. We'll play for a little bit more, see where we're at.
Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh?
But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir.
Oh, but he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor.
Oh, it must be Gumshoe.
Maggie!
Told you.
Ah, Detective Gumshoe.
Are you doing all right? How you feeling?
As if you need to ask either question, sir.
Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay?
Roger.
And you! Yes? You better square this case away, got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest.
I think he's serious.
Hey, Detective. You're on our side for once, right?
Yup.
So you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir?
Of course. I've got the situation under control. I'm going to be the first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't match with the facts, make sure you point it out, right? Sure. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me?
I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, Detective. I know I can count on you. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh?
which means it won't.
I can only wish.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Bitter.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Yeah,
What's wrong?
nothing, it's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, you was talking to me. It was a little, well, intimidating.
No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix.
I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he?
Our trusty.
So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please.
Mr. Trite, whether you're fake or the real deal, we will find out soon enough through this trial today. But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright. I wasn't questioning whether you are a Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That's what I intend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another.
As everyone is aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for simple repetition of the evidence presented in this last trial.
I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony has said. Trust me.
Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness.
Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation.
Witness, state your name for the court. Well, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation Dick Gumshoe.
Other way around, detective.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir. Since yesterday? Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation's tied up with another case now.
I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control, for everyone's sake.
I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elk. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens, Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report. The court accepts this into evidence. Here are the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being the accused. Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. Gene Armstrong, the owner and chef, and a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo. It still seems to be a very straightforward case to me.
Sip, sip. Sip, sip. Come, detective, take up the hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Rude.
Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. Yes, sir.
Doot.
When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elk, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. It looks like Miss Bird might have had some kind of motive.
Using the dark aromatic dips of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady.
The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but...
Yes?
Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood?
I already told you, that wasn't me.
Man, I can't believe they, totally fell for that, you know? Okay. I am allowed to press, right? I'm gonna save first. Make sure.
Hold it!
Okay.
Can I stop you for just a minute?
Huh? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence?
He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table.
Yeah, that's what she said. And I...
What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey! Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by her owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe?
Yeah, it's true. There are two testimonies tie up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not?
Usually when faced with pressing harder or not, it's best to press, but sometimes it's not.
So let's see. Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed it. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way.
Huh. That argument is as weak as the coffee at Tribulations, right?
I have here in my possession a ticket.
A ticket?
Looks more like a photo to me.
Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant.
This is a photograph taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place.
Correct.
I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. However, Mr. Wright, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table?
Hello, Moonly. To you too, my friend. How are you doing? I hope that you are doing well. We probably will only be streaming for just a little bit longer. I'm probably just going to be streaming a little bit until Ergo gets home, roughly. So I appreciate having you here while you're here. Okay. Listen to the radio, huh?
He was listening to his radio, you say?
Yeah, he had a portable radio in his chest pocket.
Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not?
I feel like a lot of these presses, they're gonna keep putting me in trouble, but we're gonna get more evidence out of it. So, let's see where this goes.
And what was it that the victim was listening to on the radio, Detective Gumshoe?
Huh? How should I know?
Thanks a lot. Now we're one step closer to the middle of nowhere.
This isn't going very well, is it?
Detective, could you perhaps tell us about the poison, how it was used?
Hold it!
So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else.
Not sure I get you, pal.
Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder?
If I had put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance.
So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper. Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Wright?
No, but sugar.
The victim took his coffee black with no sugar. It seems that the poison could have only been in the coffee.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee?
Huh? What do you mean?
According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it?
Oh, hey, you're right! That's what I was thinking!
In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there.
Huh? For me?
Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence.
That piece, sir?
Yes, that piece.
See, this, if I'm remembering correctly, this frustrates me because later on, Maggie, I think, is going to start having a stink because she thinks that Gumshoe is like not trying to work with her. But it's like, I mean, clearly you're hearing it. He's like,
oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, Maggie's innocent. Heck yeah.
And then like,
oh, frack, I've got to present that evidence, don't I? Crap.
Like, he doesn't want to. So the whole bit of her being mad at him after this is I think silly. So I just wanted to put that out there.
What piece was it again? This!
Should I be grateful that this coffee's only hot enough to give me first-degree burns?
Oh, now I remember. This is the victim's coffee cup.
Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim.
Oh yes, it's unmistakable. There is clearly a coffee stain on it.
Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death the waitress brought to him. Like this.
And he chugged it? Wow.
For the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants. Upon further investigation of the cup, we found a certain chemical substance.
Hold it!
Potassium cyanide. I've heard of that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, detective?
That stuff's lethal. Eat too much and your history.
How much is too much?
A lethal dose is 0.2 grams. That's about enough to finish anyone off.
0.2 grams. How much is that?
You know when you swab your ears for earwax? Yeah, about that much.
Earwax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of.
Yeah, such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere.
Hold it!
Some kind of motive.
Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion.
You know what my golden rule is, detective? Chuck out a bad cup of coffee. You can always get another.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I'm saying we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out.
Yeah.
So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe.
They said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket.
I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too.
It disappeared from the scene of the crime.
And it wasn't just any lottery ticket.
It was a winning ticket for $500,000.
Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one.
Then it is possible Maggie stole the winning one. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not?
I mean, hey, we might as well stay consistent here, right?
Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. I have you in my hand. The very ticket in question.
That's a $500,000 lottery ticket. One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. What?
Are you surprised, Phoenix?
Order! Order! She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence to the court immediately.
Oh, I better keep an eye on that ticket, the way the judge's voice is quivering.
This ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too, but it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say?
It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately.
That's enough! The facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime.
I like an old man who knows the score.
There is also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for the sum of money, even I might be tempted to bend the rules.
I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren call of money.
Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie's starting to pile up fast.
Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already. I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final decisive piece of evidence. He's got more evidence against Maggie. This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time.
Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen.
That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it? It seems the star of our play was a little flustered. and somehow spilled coffee on herself. The coffee? It's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye. Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more.
Something else? I presume you mean...
Of course, I'm referring to the pocket. The pocket? A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide. The very poison used by the killer was in her apron pocket. A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket?
Yeah, Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. What?
I mean, she was unconscious, the bottle was in her pocket. I mean, you could absolutely make a claim,
Oh, that somebody put it in there, and that they were wearing gloves.
but anyway.
Order! Order! The court will accept these items into evidence. There's something still bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court?
Bloodstain. What bloodstain would that be?
You play games, prosecutor. The blood-colored stain that's smeared all over the apron.
That's ridiculous. No one ever told me anything about a bloodstain. You need to be told, just look at it. Well, detective, could this stain really be blood?
No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir.
Ketchup?
She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone their breakfast that day. You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe.
Pull a stunt like that again and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness.
I thought everyone knew what it was already.
I love Gumshoe. Gumshoe, hug. Hug, hug, hug. Everybody hug for Gumshoe. Mwah! Poor guy.
I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made on this case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence. They all have been clearly established.
Well, Wright, it seems you really are a phony after all. You really know how to drive a man nuts.
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there. The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. We identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good.
Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Wright. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one, so let the fun begin. Looks like we're talking about Kudo. Scary old man, Detective Gumshoe.
There's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened.
Ah, we're obviously talking about the same old man.
Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy still made a fuss. What took you so long? Then he hurled abuse at him and seeds. Seeds?
It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth. Miss Von Karma. It was I, Manfred Von Karma, who put poison in the drink.
Man, Von Karma, you've been busy. But also, hi, welcome to the stream. You strike again, do you say? Well, as long as they didn't already carry out your sentence from before. Oh, and hey, Rev, thank you for raiding. Thank you for coming, friend.
Epic raid!
Where were you playing, Rev? Oh, and thank you for resubscribing for 20 months. Revenants, you're so freaking amazing. Everyone, I'm going to try to do a proper shout out here, but I'll be honest with you. It's been a bit wonky today. Okay. Oh, Tears of the Kingdom. Yes, yes, yes. Zelda Tears of My Face. I am so excited. I want that game. I'm really hoping I'm getting it for my birthday. I think I might be because I relayed that information to my brother and I might be happening. So I'm really excited. Either way, I definitely would get it regardless. But anyway, point of the matter is, Revenants is awesome. If you're not already looking at this awesome ghosty dude, you totally should. He's great with Mario Kart. He beat my butt many times. He has great taste in cartoons. Believe you me, we've done tier lists on different movies and it's awesome. He's just an overall really funny guy. So absolutely look at that ghost friend. Look at Revenants. He's awesome because I don't think my shout out worked correctly. Dang it. Anyway. Welcome, everybody who's here, and especially Rev. Woo! I'll probably only be streaming for a little bit longer. I'm more or less going to be streaming until Ergo gets home, about that length. But we will definitely be streaming more Ace Attorney tomorrow as well. Currently, we're in the trial with Maggie. This is her retrial because a phony Phoenix got her basically a guilty verdict, and we're trying to prove that that's not true. So, that's what we're in the midst of right now.
I guess not even the mighty Godot can avoid being attacked by that guy. The old man was the only other customer at the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone apparently, so he was late reporting the crime.
Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. Oh, I already read that. Sorry.
How long was the defendant unconscious for?
The officer got to the crime scene at around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at the time. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came, too. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself.
I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search, too.
I would have loved to see Maggie asleep like that, all pretty and peaceful.
You're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher. Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know about is the investigation.
Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I?
Hold it!
He didn't have any. Are you saying that it was stolen then?
No, I don't think so. The victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet.
58 cents?
Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man.
Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge? I think I'm onto something here.
Hold it!
Oh, I hear a door. It's Ergo!
Here's home!
We won't stop just yet. I think we'll see if we can, kind of figure this particular portion out. But anyway,
Wait a sec.
Huh? Did I say something dumb again?
Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said.
oh, there's the real Ergo jump scare. Hey Ergo, say hi.
Hi.
How is work?
Fine.
Yay! I'll only be streaming for a little bit more, so did you need me to should make a dinner or get a dinner?
I don't know.
Okay. Chat, you decide. Anyway, we'll finish up that part, and then we will go raid a lovely friend, so we shall do that very soon.
But yeah, basically.
In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly?
Dad.
He's so let down, he's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going.
There was a prescription bag on the victim's table, along with the lottery ticket.
It seems Mr. Glenn visited his doctor before he went to Tribulations.
We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds. That's a reliable enough source for the court.
What should I do? Should I leave this alone?
Leave it, ask about the prescription bag, ask about the health insurance.
So, the victim had no form of identification on him, correct?
Yeah.
And yet, before arriving at the restaurant, he went to see a doctor, which means he must have had his medical insurance card with him.
Oh, that is very true.
The fact that it hasn't been found points to only one obvious conclusion. The victim's medical card was stolen. Huh. True, the victim didn't have a medical insurance card. But why? Because Mr. Glenelg didn't have a medical insurance to begin with. Huh? As I thought, a thoroughly miserable young man. Or some kind of outlaw, a bit of an edge, never hurt anyone.
Looks like we're off course again, Nick.
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Explain for the court. All that stuff.
Hang on. Oops. Oh, well, okay. I was gonna go back, but we'll go back later. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? In that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket?
Yeah, you nailed it, pal. It happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes.
Keep up this crazy testimony, detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat.
Sorry.
So, Trite, someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence? Well, I'd love to, if I had any.
It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness.
Hang on. Okay, ba. Go back. Yep, bip, 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 bip. Prescription bag.
So what sort of medicine was in the bag?
Well, actually, the bag we found was empty.
Huh?
Yeah, completely empty.
It was completely empty? You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence. Desperate, are you, Trite? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective? So the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle of poison were accounted for.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's true that those two items were accounted for. But wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day?
Oh, yeah. The one the restaurant owner took. He won a whole dollar with it. What a lucky guy, huh?
And they're just going to let him get away with it.
It was just $1, detective.
I guess no one cares when it's just that little, except for Gumshoe.
If I don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with, and we can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something.
Yeah, that's true. Maggie and Gumshoe are like Dumb and Dumber. Our only hope is that they were so dumb they missed something obvious.
Come on, Gumshoe, be the dumbest you've ever been.
All right, let's look here at this court evidence real quick. And I do have a walkthrough in case we need it. But let's try first. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, something missing. The newspaper. I wonder if that was it. Hang on. Because they said... Okay, let's try that. I'm gonna try that first. Because that was missing. Oh. Well, apparently, that didn't matter. Whoopsies! Okay, fine. I feel like it was the missing. Nothing else was missing. Maybe I'm on the right track, I just had the wrong thing. Well, I mean, there is that. Yeah, there we go.
Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There is just one small contradiction in your testimony.
Oh, finally! I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will you?
You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later?
No, they didn't.
The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tribulations. Where, then, did the medicine disappear to?
You're too cool, pal! Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh?
The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself.
Order! Well, Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that?
That's all. What? Read for the court the name of the clinic. On the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New Ear Otolaryngological Clinic. Otolaryngological?
Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot?
Hardly any illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say.
A war wound?
The day before the incident, Mr. Elg found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum.
He ruptured his eardrum? Then what on earth was in the prescription he was given?
It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested. It's mentioned in the autopsy report, if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear.
Yes, here it is, in very, very fine print.
It seems Mr. Elg correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication.
Yeah, it seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all.
No.
Nick, you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over.
She's right, but I can't get away with any old weak objection. What should I do? Push the medication issue, leave it. I mean, we don't got much else to go on, do we? Only moments ago, Mr. Godot made the following statement. It seems Mr. Elg correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tribulations. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime?
But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal.
That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth. You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did. The possibility is undeniable.
That's enough! Mr. Godot, is the defective the
defective. Oh my god, that's so rude. I'm so sorry, Gumshoe.
Is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godot? I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there in the restaurant on the day of the murder.
Victor Kudo, the pigeon hater.
Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial, and that is something that bothers me.
Yay! Good job, Nick.
The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness.
I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups.
Court is adjourned for the recess.
All right. And Grezy will save. Grezy will save. Oops, no. Oh, can I not do it when that's up? There we go. Okay. I feel like the recess is a perfect place for us to stop. We will pick this up again tomorrow. As long as I don't have myself another ridiculously long night, and then sleep a little too late, we will play for much longer. And then see where we are at, because as I said a couple times, possibly looking at starting the marathon on Friday. And, you know, so hopefully at the very least, we should finish this case tomorrow. So that way we can be in the new case, the new case, the one before the big one, then. So we will see what happens. And if I decide not to marathon on Friday, if I still decide to do the marathon on my birthday, then we will just use Friday as the day where we go through that entire case before the final one. So kind of up in arms, but I'm leaning more towards starting it on Friday. Again, I'll let you know when I completely decide 100%. Anyway, let's go find a friend to raid, shall we? Let's see. Whoops, I pulled up something I didn't mean to pull up. There we go. Okay, let's see. Tsukuyomi Moon is streaming. Oh, it's been a while since I've streamed. Since I have since I've done them. Let me see if anybody else. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's go raid Moon. Oops. And just double check. Yeah, they're still playing. Okay, perfect. Okay. Here, let me just go to my thing. There we go. Let's get this raid all set up over here, shall we? All right. But yes, it was wonderful having you guys all here. Thank you so much for joining me for this Ace Attorney stream. We'll be back tomorrow, probably for a long one. So get your snacks ready in the meantime. And let's see where this crazy trial takes us, right? But I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your night, wherever it is that you're from. And you know what? Until next time, mwah! See you later. Bye.